What's up everyone, V here, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video for you. Don't know why we went the British accent. I'm winning the British accent because I'm making a video with my face in it and I'm automatically feeling awkward as shit. But today I'm still not used to where I gotta remember to not look at where I am. I gotta look at where the camera is. This is gonna be a mess. Anyway, today is a bit of a different video because I'm going to be reviewing a Lego set, something I don't really do on the channel. I don't really do too many Lego reviews. There's a couple Lego reviews somewhere in the hat because the hair is a mess. Wow Signal by Muse, fire album. But this one's a little bit bigger, so it doesn't fit in my regular display because today I'm going to be reviewing the Lego Marvel, again, I don't even know what the Spider-Man hero figure building toy from Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is just Lego Spider-Man as he appears in Brand New Day, which is an amazing movie. I'm going to try not to get into spoilers because I'm going to do a monthly haul / review video where I'll just do it like a monthly haul with the stuff I've got, but then I'll also do like reviews of the movies I've seen and some albums and all that I've listened to that have come out recently, and Brand New Day will be in that if you want to hear my thoughts on that, which will probably be the next video after this because I'm recording them in the same night, which will explain why I'm wearing the same fit in both of them. Anyway, again, I don't really do too many Lego reviews on the channel, but I got this for my birthday, and I was like, he's technically an action figure Lego, so I was like, it sticks with the vibe, you know. And again, he's quite the big guy, so he didn't really fit in my display, so which is why the camera's facing me. I still don't really have a good setup for the facing me camera. I just got my room, hella bookshelf, mess in the back. See my hot toy. I gotta fix this whole back area. I'm trying not to acknowledge it by acknowledging it, you know. Hot toys low-key though. That's fire. But yes, this intro is a mess. We're doing a whole like reviewing the Lego. I never do that. Camera's pointing at me. Huge mess so far. But you know, we'll lock in, trust. Anyway, yes, I've already done the spiel. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just look at the box. Let's look at turning the camera. This is more comfortable for me. There we go. It's the only portion that'll probably be like regular videos. But looking at the box, yeah, cool pose. I tried putting him in this pose. No, it does not work. But also, I'm an awful poser, so maybe it is. We got Spidey figure. Forgot there's still Legos in the box. 12 plus Spider-Man hero figure, 100. That's tragic. 813 pieces. Building toy. We got a little Lego in the corner. Of course, trains going. Spider-Man. 1-to-1. Cool little Lego gallery with all the different Lego versions of the MCU characters. Lego. Bunch of stuff. Him flying. Him in a couple poses. That is intense. That is too intense. What are we doing? Jesus. Anyway. Nice. Ooh. Oh my god. I forgot to put a piece on this figure. Oh. That's embarrassing. Ooh. Just realized I didn't put that piece there. Oh god. How did I miss that? Well, we're gonna have to lock in and get that. Let me fix this real quick. Okay. After some technical difficulties, I have properly built him. Can you tell I don't buy too much Lego? Okay, thought I misbuilt something else. I skimmed some of the thingies and I didn't sort them the best, so there are multiple moments I realized I fully forgot like an area and all that, but you know, it's fine. Again, I don't really buy too much Lego just because it's so expensive, but again, I got this as a gift, which is why I don't know the price. Again, something I probably should have checked. If I had to guess, probably $75. But also knowing Lego, you gotta up the price by like $30 more than what you think the Lego set's worth. So probably $130. I don't know. Again, I don't know. This already off to a phenomenal review. I've not built it correctly. I don't know the price. And I'm not really a Lego buyer, so I've already invalidated any review capabilities that are going to be in this. But anyway, let's get into the nitty-gritty booklet. Nice thick booklet. Lot of building, a lot of parts, as you'd assume. Don't know what I'm doing anymore. But yeah, nice meaty booklets. But before we get into the big boy, let's talk about the little guy here, because we're gonna flip the camera again. Oh my god. Here we are. Little Spidey. He comes with, of course, you would expect, minifigure of Spidey from the movie. It'd be kind of egregious not to include him, to be honest. You got this cool little base that says Lego Marvel Spider-Man. Comes with a couple web effects, him shooting the web. Oh, I broke it. Oh, I dropped it. And then web handcuffs. Doesn't come with anyone to cuff, but you know, it's still cool. But the minifigure itself, I really like. He looks really cool. I believe this is the same head used for all the Tom Holland Spideys, because I do have a previous Tom Holland Spidey. It looks exactly the same. But the chest printing looks really cool. Don't like the highlights, though, because I feel like the light blue highlights make it very evident that there's nothing on the legs. I don't know, I feel like Lego has been over-detailing some figures recently, where I'm just like, just leave it with the little details. Don't go too crazy. Like, we don't need the highlighting, in my opinion. But the rest of it looks really good. They got some arm printing, too, which is cool. I had like a regular comic Lego Spidey, but I couldn't find it for the video for comparison. But we have this guy who didn't have any arm printing, but also didn't really have arm detailing. But he did have leg printing, though, which I wish carried over onto this guy if it... I don't even know what it'd be, but, you know, he looks kind of plain in the legs. Again, I feel like if they didn't have the highlights, but that's just me. Here they are, compared to each other. I kind of prefer this one, I won't even lie. But this one is really cool, and I don't really have... Again, I haven't bought any other set from Brand New Day, so we're just going to compare them to the Lizard. That looks cool. And let me grab one more. I did buy another Lego set, never did a review on it, but I do have Iron Man. So it's a cool little comparison. I feel like the highlights work more on Iron Man than they do on Spidey, but they look cool together. Look at that. So yeah, I'd go over articulation, but let's be honest, we know what to expect. It's a Lego minifigure. If you don't know how a Lego minifigure moves, then where have you been in life? Also, dual molded legs, which is cool. Did the other Spidey have that? He did, okay. It'd be egregious to have a Spider-Man without dual molded legs. But yeah, I low-key, this might be my favorite part of the set just because I love the minifigures. But let's get into... Is there another train? Oh my god. But let's get into the big boy himself. Camera flip. Hell yeah. This guy, he's a big boy. He's a really, really big boy. I think he's cool. Again, I don't buy too much Lego, so I'm not like a Lego aficionado. But as like a Lego action figure, he's pretty cool. Now, back in the day, if you're an unk like me, you'd remember Hero Factory and Bionicle. They did do figures. I remember having the Iron Man, lost to the sands of time, by the way, except for the head. But they just did it in like the Hero Factory Bionicle way. So getting one that's just pure Lego is actually pretty cool, even though he's infinitely more fragile. I have popped parts off of him already. Specifically this part. This part really bothers me. Number one, why is it black, not blue? Number two, it just like pops off, which I guess makes sense because it's Lego. But I guess it makes it more authentic to Lego. But this is more like a cool display piece. I don't really see a child running around with this. I feel like they'd break it. But I think he looks cool for being Lego. he's got a nice build, bringing in the Marvel Legends for comparison. Also, Marvel Legends looks so dull compared to him. Oh my god, they need to brighten these colors up. But he looks really cool. Bringing him in for a closer look. Did I break some? I did break something off of him. Wow. Look at that. It's the web. But bringing him in for a closer look. And me for a closer look, I guess. Head is pretty cool. It's a little wonky looking, especially from the side, and the eyes are kind of strange, but honestly, for being Lego pieces, it looks cool. It's funny the way they did the webbing, because there's stickers for webbing, but there's not like a lot of webbing, which would be annoying, but it doesn't really bother me too much. The eyes were printed though. I believe these were printed. This was also printed. Everything on the face and the chest are printed. Everything else is a sticker. But I think it looks cool. It is a pretty cool build. I'm gonna take this web off because I keep almost breaking it. It is a cool build to get the head shape, which I thought was fun. Again, he does look a little wonky, but it's Lego. What do you expect? Looks pretty cool. Holes on the back, don't know why. Body and chest look really cool. Like how they did the little ab section. That's pretty fun. He's got shoulders, little webs here too, which is nice. And the back spider, that looks really cool. And they did mix a lot of blue and black, which is interesting. Maybe as like shading. I don't know. Then the arms. It was cool seeing how they got like all the different like details and angles throughout the build. His hands are terrifying though. These are terrifying hands. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? Oh my god. Then again, we got the point now. Again, it was a fun build, I will say. I never build Legos in the correct, probably way you should. I sit hunched over on the ground and then I rise up 3 hours later, hunched back, horridly in pain. Where's that the true way? That's the true way you build Lego. That's how it's done. But the build was fun. There were a lot of fun elements where I was just like, how are we gonna get here? And it's pretty cool. We got the belt, which looks nice, and to the legs. Their legs. I like this. I liked how this detail came through. It's got weird feet. I will say the feet on this figure suck. Again, it's ball joints, which, I mean, what would it be? Maybe a ratchet would be better, but maybe not as for articulation, but he just wants to fall over, so be wary of that. But he does have little rubber pieces on the bottom to help him stand, which is cool. Overall, I think he, again, bringing him in for another run through, he looks cool. Like, the build looks cool, and I feel like it came out pretty well. Again, I don't know the Lego community's thoughts. I'm not tapped into the Lego community. Not as much as I was back in, like, 2016. But I think he's cool. I don't know how Lego fans feel about this guy. Maybe they're just like, it's the biggest piece of dog shit to ever exist. But I think he's cool. And I have him on the shelf just sitting because I need to rearrange my shelves. But I like him. And he has a little peg here. Get a little web. You got him thwipping. He does have a decent amount of articulation, I will say. Ball joint at the head, so you get all the motions. Ratchet arm, which does a 360. You can lift this up to get higher. I would say, let's see, this came off. This is the highest you would get it before things start going awry. Ooh. That came off again. Oh, it's just gonna stay off. Elbow goes up to that far. No rotation for anything, which does kind of suck, but it's a Lego, so I'm not gonna be too upset about the articulation. Rotation and a hinge joint on the wrist. Bring it down to the chest. You have an upper chest rotation. That's it, but like, again, it's Lego. Don't expect no, like, Marvel Legends articulation out of this guy. The legs can kick that far forward, the exact same amount, actually more back, I think. He can kind of do the splits, but again, this kind of gets in the way. But if you bring it back, you can flip it out, flip it up, and then you kind of get more split. That did pop off, though. What else? Okay, lost where I was there for a second. Knee joint, which bends really well. You can get that going. Then again, ball joint at the ankle, for better or for worse. He's got decent articulation, again, for a Lego figure. He's pretty cool. I like him. I think he's cool. Anyway, how does he compare? How am I going to do this size comparison? We're going to flip the camera around. This might be the most scuffed Lego review of all time. Bringing him in, he is tall. Very tall. So he's not really going to be able to compare well, but we'll bring in minifigure as well. And to just compare this to some Spideys, because let's be honest, you're not comparing this to your, like, your Mafex, your Black Series, you know? So we're just going to bring in some other brand new day Spideys. This is the Basic Figure 3-pack and the Marvel Legends. If you can stand, why is the Marvel Legends the one that can't stand? Look at that. That's kind of cool. I can't lie. Let me just pick the camera up since it doesn't really matter. Get all the Spideys there together. That's pretty cool. I like that. So, to conclude this kind of awkward video, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like this. I don't like this setup. I don't like this. I feel like I'm on an awkward date right now. I can't make eye contact with the camera. I just keep looking around at everything but the camera, which is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to look at the camera. Yeah, can you tell I don't do camera-facing me videos too often? Yeah, this isn't probably the worst, I would say, review of this Lego set that's probably on YouTube, but keeping in mind I don't know the price, which you think the reviewer of the thing would know, I think he's pretty cool. I'd give him a solid, like, 7 out of 10. He works, he looks pretty solid, gets the job done. It is a Lego set after all, so you can't do crazy things, but I feel like as a cool, like, Lego display piece, it's like a Lego action figure, he's pretty cool. And as just a figure itself to mess with, he's pretty sturdy. 90% of him sturdy. These, you're gonna lose if you're a child, but I can imagine with delicate hands, as you must as a kid holding Lego, could probably have some fun with this, I would imagine. Probably not with the price, but, you know. Yeah. So anyway, like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. I promise the other videos are much better. Not crazy better. We're still not the greatest. Oh, he's got a little pink there. It's like a tongue or a brain. I don't know. That's cool. I like that they will have, like, in the center of, like, heads and, like, chests and all that, just, like, a pink block, kind of signifying the brain and heart and all that. That's kind of cool. But, yeah, I recommend him. Anyway, like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. Again, much better than this video probably was. But, you know, it is what it is. And, yeah. Fire movie. I'm going to do a review. I'm just going to end this video because I feel wildly uncomfortable. And, peace.